stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Winston. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Cooper's got it.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go,
They'll look to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
A gain of 16.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from him?
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
And it's 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
disciplined defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Vikings.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here. But I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a drive. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield. You control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
16 yards, a 1st down. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The open man is Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call. Had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The give to Taylor. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throw caught left side, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Smith catches left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage on your tight end on that one.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To the air again with Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw now on the final play. And that will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st down.
got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, 49ers.
Now back to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense at their own 1st and 10. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Yards. And the 49er first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, we definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Winston. And has man, that's Cooper. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
On the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. This one caught left side by Cooper. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Harris Campbell on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
2nd and 15. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock.
16, Vikings 7. Sam Sloman.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And This carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Winston. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And at the 45-yard line.
Winston to throw. Position on him, and he pulls it in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Here's Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll get a stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7, forthcoming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down. Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run,